Hello, everyone. Happy full moon in Taurus. I wanted to talk a little bit about working with this energy and the invitation that these archetypal, this this polarity axis gives us. And Scorpio is known. We've been working with Scorpio for a few weeks now through Scorpio season, and its polar opposite sign when you look at the astrology wheel is Taurus. So we've been really working with this axis for a few weeks, but as the full moon, um, as we go through this full moon portal from yesterday to tomorrow, we get to really work with the emotional influences of Taurus. And it's such a gentle sign in the heart space, in the emotional space. Taurus is the most secure, grounded. It's very soft and nurturing. And so as we've been working with the Scorpio archetypal influences these past few weeks, it's given us it's kind of been shaking up the shadowy, because we have to go through the Scorpio shadow to really own the Scorpio strengths. Scorpio strengths are power. It is potent, it is intuitive, it is deep and sensual. It is it's like it's ruled by Mars, so it's known for being a very in charge leader archetype. It's but it triggers us with things around guilt and shame and resentments and jealousy. It can the polar opposite aspects of the best things in Scorpio can make us want to escape, make us want to sink into addictions or just kind of like the disassociative type patterns. And so our opportunity today is to really look at who owns our power, or what patterns own our power. Because maybe it's not, I mean, we can't really blame if it's a situation or a person who we're in this drama triangle with of feeling like these are the things I want to do, but the obstacle is in this situation. Or sometimes it's our own pattern, or I mean, it really is going to be our own pattern when we look at it, right? Because if it's a person who's really trying to, for whatever reason, if there's maybe it's an old relationship, maybe we have children with an old relationship, that's a really hard pattern. Like if there's a person trying to be manipulative and work with other relationship qualities outside of ourselves, but we're always up against this thing. But we have to look at the pattern. Like my pattern will be like feeling just really wanting people to see me in a certain way. Maybe there's a person who's trying to manipulate other people against me. And so my pattern is about the my desire to have other people see me in a certain way. Maybe I need to kind of let go of that and be okay with being a villain in some people's, for the people who might be influenced by the person who's working against me. But my work is about letting go of the attachment of needing people to see me a certain way. So let's see. I'm sorry here. I'm going to. So then here I have to answer this text message. Okay. So Taurus. And there's a lot of examples in that, but Scorpio is giving us the opportunity to really evaluate where we abdicate our power outside of ourselves, and how strong we can be in our own power center. And what we can do as energy alchemists to shift any dynamic where we feel powerless in. And it's going to make us go through several layers of shadow stuff too, because maybe I have a belief that the next big thing I want to do, I'm not qualified to do it. maybe I have a belief like, who am I to do this? Okay. So sometimes it's going to be like, I really like my desire. There's a desire in my heart and there's a vision in my mind about doing something. But when I start to make steps to do it, I just feel like I'm not ready. I feel like I don't have enough education, or I don't have enough permission from other people. There's not enough encouragement in my life. There's people who are actually telling me what I want is crazy. So then I feel like I need to prove it by getting more education or whatever. And I'm just bringing, these are like common scenarios that a lot of people have been talking to me about. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold too, so excuse me. But uh this reflection is coming up for us a lot about how much power I feel I have compared to how much I have to kind of fight for it outside of myself. Okay, that's been the thing. Taurus is coming in, and Taurus is the most secure. It's like the archetype of the builder, of the nurturer. It might, it goes in along with the mother, but it's more of the nurturer that like nurtures the garden outside, nurtures the the home surroundings, the environment. And Taurus is like the collector and the keeper, the guardian, kind of. So, and it's a very beautiful moon sign influence, or like when the moon is full in Taurus, it like can be very gentle emotionally because it makes us be so much more soft and gentle with ourselves because we've been dealing with all these shadowy shame triggers. And so Taurus comes in and says, it's okay. You're human. We're all human. We're all doing our best. And so we can really soak that in, and we can really we can really go into this thing with other people of like, you know what, you deserve nice people in your life. So if you have to set boundaries with people who are trying to control you, you're allowed to do that. You don't have to give a reason. No is a complete sentence. So Taurus full moon question is about like, what are my standards? What are my standards in my inner circle? Taurus is ruled by Venus. So we have this like who deserves to be in your inner circle. Venus in your birth chart is about your close relationships, your romantic relationships, or the inner circle friendships. Like, who is in your heart space? Who do you let in? Who do you feel the most comfortable around? Who nurtures you the way you're willing to nurture them? And so you can like, what are the standards of your inner circle? And how can you defend them, or how can you shift life scenarios so they're more protected? How can you be more of a nurturing guardian for your heart? And because you're allowed, like we're going through this thing of like, what's triggering me? Who owns my power? Where am I feeling off? Taurus comes in and says, everything you want is okay. Like, just like be gentle with yourself, be gentle with other people, but have high standards for who's in your space. And that's the big energetic medicine that's available for us right now. And working with that can take, we can kind of get very clear in your mind and in your body and in your heart of what this looks like and what this feels like. And then you can start to process it within the next few weeks or whatever. I mean, this is a lot. Sometimes depends on how out of alignment we are with these concepts, and our personal standards will always hopefully be continuing to improve, and our shadow stuff is always continuing to process, but it's always comes back to really remembering how powerful and inherently worthy we are of everything we desire, and not letting other people or any other situation. And the bigger our goals are, the more we go on this journey of getting bigger in the world, we're always going to have to readjust. The more magnetizing we are, the thicker our boundaries have to get. So this is a constant journey. This is a constant like spiral of readjusting and becoming more aligned with our vision and our heart and relating with other people in the world. So I will end the video here. I'm curious as how you're feeling through this full moon portal. Sending you lots of support. Talk to you later.